I have some important updates to share with you guys. I'm giving up on making a TCG. And I've also made a fun intro for this series. Finally. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Creation of a Card Game. You noticed? I didn't say the creation of a trading card game anymore. Why? Because this is not a trading card game anymore. Yes, it's right. I'm not giving up on the whole thing. I'm just giving up on the trading part of it. See, I was doing just what I do all the time, which is refreshing the notifications from YouTube to see if I finally got my very first comment on my series, and I've got one. Hey man, I love the idea of the game. I would suggest looking at the game being a living card game over a TCG. I was thinking, what the hell is a living card game anyway? So I did some research and I think I'm ready to explain the difference between a trading card game and an expandable card game. Let's start with the trading card game. The trading card game as we know it was born in '93 with the release of Magic: The Gathering, created by Richard Garfield and published by Wizards of the Coast. It became a massive success and established a core business model in which basically the players buy these packs hoping to find specific cards to build their deck. This system creates different levels of card rarity, such as commons, uncommons, and rare cards, and because of that, there's a secondary market for trading and selling those individual cards. Now let's look at the living card game or LCG model. The living card game was introduced as an alternative to TCG and the term was coined and trademarked by Fantasy Flight Games in 2008. An LCG or an ECG gets rid of all the randomness. The game is supported by regular fixed expansion sets, and when a player buys an expansion pack, they know exactly which cards are inside. Sorry to interrupt, but would you like to win these booster packs? We have here Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, Dragon Ball, Arcana, Pokémon, One Piece, and Magic: The Gathering, including a collector booster pack. I will give them away to the winner of our playtest tournament contest that it will be hosted in our Discord. Join our Discord, come have fun playtesting QBOS, and you might win all these packs worth around €100. The link is on the description. That YouTube comment got me thinking a lot. I thought about it for many days non-stop. Because in one hand, I was really passionate about the idea of the thrill of the chase. It was hard for me not to imagine my cards having different rarities, but on the other hand, the expandable card model was growing in me a lot, so I decided to list down all the pros and cons of both models. So for the TCG, I found the pros to be the thrill of the chase. Who doesn't like a little bit of gambling and pulling an expensive card out of a booster pack? The community and social hubs, because TCG people tend to be much more passionate about their cards, and also the massive profit potential that this model offers, even though a case of success is probably 1 in a million. The TCG cons include the pay-to-win factor. Powerful cards normally are expensive, the player burnout because there are constantly sets being released, the higher cost of entry because building a deck gets much more expensive if you have multiple expansions to look into, and the gamble part of it because you might never get the cards that you actually need. And also there's a massive competition. Imagine competing with Magic: The Gathering, Pokémon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Lorcana, One Piece, whatever. And the complex logistics, we cannot exclude that part because the randomization includes much more print runs and bigger volumes to store and maintain and ship. The higher production cost because one means the other. The player alienation. TCG players are already playing their favorite TCGs. You're a Magic: The Gathering lover, why are you gonna change? Just keep playing Magic: The Gathering. And also there is this pressure to constantly release new sets because if a TCG doesn't have new sets, basically it dies. Now for the LCG or ECG model, the pros are it's fair and balanced gameplay. It's about your skills. It's not about the money you spent on the cards. Also, there will be no surprises when opening products. This frustration of not getting any hit after opening 10,000 booster packs? I know that. And anyway, there will be also a lower barrier to entry because one purchase means wall content. Now, for the LCG or ECG cons, I only found this one. There will be no surprises. I mean, there is no jackpot feeling when you draw a nice card out of a booster pack. I was shocked when I figured out how much better making an ECG would be versus making a TCG, and I couldn't help myself but thinking of a good old set of playing cards. I mean, this is probably the original, the old gangsta ECG. Okay, your cards are only going from 2 up to 10, and then you have jacks, queens, and kings. And there will be no expansions where you can have the 11 and the 45 or the bastard prince or whatever. But at the same time, you don't need to buy additional booster packs and pray that you will get an ace of spades. I mean, it's a self-contained card deck, and you know exactly what cards you will find in it. So, I decided that I needed to change my game immediately from a trading card game into an expandable card game. But I still wanted to keep a little bit of that thrill of the chase and the collector aspect of my card game. So I started imagining the concept of a collector booster pack, in which you would simply include alternative art cards based on the self-contained sets, and those cards will have the same stats and effects, would just be cosmetically different, prettier, more collectible, with a different illustration and foil texture. And that's when I discovered that there already exists a product called a collector booster, from Magic the Gathering, of course. And I had to get my hands on one, for science. However, Magic the Gathering is still fundamentally a pure TCG, even though you can acquire pre-built decks, and if you want to customize them or get fancier cards or get better chances of pulling nice cards, you can buy a collector booster pack, but at the end of the day, they are random. I ended up developing the QBOS model, the model that is completely tailored and that will suit much better this game that I'm creating, which goes as follows. Expandable Card Game, ECG, where the core set and all expansions are sold as a fixed complete product and there are no random packs for gameplay. However, there will be some complementary, optional collector packs which will contain only cosmetic versions of the same cards, allowing players to customize their decks, paint their decks, and collect without affecting or have any influence on the gameplay. So after putting a lot of thought, a lot of hours thinking on how to solve all the issues related with the model that we'll implement here on the QBOS game, I found that this QBOS model, as I called, it's the perfect solution for all the problems. We're gonna have a predictable game when it comes to the game itself. You can develop your strategies, and it's not a pay to win game. You can really show your talent and skills by having an expandable card game. But if you want to pimp your deck, you want to have the best looking cards and fancy to finish your collection with all the cards available in a set, we will also have a little touch of trading card game. Did I have to buy all these booster packs just to illustrate what a trading card game is? No. Anyway, follow us and join our Discord for more content about creating a card game. I feel that I still have a lot of things to say about the trading card games and how they are looking nowadays in 2025 and heading to 2026, how they are looking, especially for indie level, and should you really be doing a TCG at the indie level? I don't know, let's save it for the next episode. And if you didn't subscribe yet this channel, let's do it as well. Give it a like and follow us. See you on the next video.